PlayStation or Xbox? Pepsi or Coke? Cubs or Sox? Many people have a dedication to their chosen rival in a rivalry. And there is one rivalry girly pops choose at birth. Barbie or Bratz? Yes, at birth, if you have a girly pop aura to you, you have to choose right out of the womb. People have been comparing Bratz and Barbie since the dawn of time, 2001. Fellow girly pop Curtis Connor made a trilogy of videos comparing the Bratz and Barbie movies. People have written entire think pieces comparing the two doll franchises. And with the recent massive comebacks of both Barbie and Bratz in the past couple of years, the conversation comparing the two is more scorching than ever. Okay, yeah, I use the word scorching because that's a word that Bratz uses. Now, when I'm saying it out loud, it kind of sounds like something ChatGPT wrote. And that scares me. I write my own scripts, but it's scary that I think now I'm sounding like ChatGPT. Guys, be honest, am I AI? So how does one choose between Barbie and Bratz? Well, fellow student of girly popology Lisa Fevrel and I decided to bring our expert opinion into the conversation. Which movies are better, Barbie or Bratz? Before we can even decide if a movie is good, we have to first understand where a movie lives in the universe of movies. Which planet does it reside on? For example, Honora is not living on the planet of movies that I would watch with my grandma on a Saturday afternoon. Maybe for you it would. Personally, for me it would not. So it's important if you're comparing two movies, they live on the same planet in the universe of movies. We are allowed to compare Bratz and Barbie movies because they live on the same planet, which is the sleepover planet. So what makes a good sleepover movie? Well, the first thing you gotta consider is, will you and the girlies enjoy watching it? Will you be entertained? Will you have some laughs? Will you feel lighthearted? Will you just have a good time? If the host of the sleepover had only 2 DVDs, which one would the host choose? That's what we're going to find out today. It felt only fair to compare movies of similar themes from each franchise. And lucky for us, I know this may come as a shock, but the fashion doll franchises did in fact make movies based in the fashion capital of the world, Paris, France. And boy, are we in for a treat because, oh my god, these movies could not be any more different. Lisa has a video on her channel where we compare Bratz and Barbie movies with a fairy theme. Because we are dedicated, very world-renowned researchers, we are going to be doing multiple analyses so we can come up with accurate evaluations and conclusions. We begin our research in Paris with the Bratz.
Everybody now, time to show the whole world.
We get a whole intro montage to start the film, almost like a TV show. Interesting.
Oh, what the? What are we doing here? Is that a motorcycle tricycle?
You guys so rock! Thanks! I'm Chloe, but my friends call me Angel because she's sweet.
I love the fact that she just pulled up on a motorcycle tricycle. Is
Straight
already
up.
wearing a matching outfit with them and was just like, I know that these are my girls.
Yeah, no, that's how
Hey,
I
what's
find
up?
friends. That's how I find friends, genuinely.
How about Pretty Princess? Because a princess has to kiss a lot of frogs to find her prince.
Period.
Super cool!
Okay, so she's literally like, you're gonna have to date a lot of losers before you get...
She knew that at 2.
What's happening?
I don't know. I think this may be their origin story.
What's important for you to know, plot-wise, is that the 15th anniversary of the Bratz girlies coming together is coming up.
So good.
Yasmin here. Byron, what's up?
Jamming and dancing.
Oh, not much. You know, the usual.
Oh, of course, the Simon Cowell dupe. What the hell is going on?
The 3D models are killing me. God, I love these so much. Like, they're so bad that it's good. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He always has some sort of theatrics going on, this man. And some context to Byron is that he was actually the talent manager in Bratz Rock Angels. So why is he fighting people? We don't know.
Had writer's block for 3 days
God,
now.
their office
I'll
is
never
so
get my
good.
short story done in time for the
It
writers
is.
contest. Oh, don't worry, Yasmin. You'll write something way cool, and it will be optioned by some Hollywood agent and be a major motion picture, and you'll be rich and famous forever.
Like, they shaped my friendships because this is genuinely how my friends talk to me.
Yeah.
Like me listening,
Who cares
I'm like,
if it's delusion or truth?
Exactly.
It
like this is true
supportive.
friendship.
Did you know that there's a large package sitting outside of your door?
Any of you guys expecting a
Please.
package? No.
Oh my god.
Girls, this can wait.
Byron shows up to the Bratz' insane office for their magazine, carrying a box of the Tweevils, who is tasked by their boss Burdine to eavesdrop on the Bratz girlies to hear what they're working on. Burdine runs a rival fashion magazine called Your Thing magazine. Byron informs the girls that fashion models in Paris are being attacked by some poison that makes them get really old and their bones disintegrate. Models not being able to model means the fashion industry is at stake. Thus, the global economy is at stake here. This is a top-level threat. How are they going to do this, of course? And why is Byron involved? Isn't he a talent manager?
Yeah, you're a reality show judge, not some secret government spy.
Actually, I'm both. Being a world-renowned TV judge is merely my cover, and an excellent one at that.
She looks like me.
No, I'm actually, why is that you? Wait, hang on. Hold on. Wait a damn minute.
Girls, I'd love you to go to Paris as undercover runway models for Jean-Paul and find out who is behind this.
The fact that he's a fucking spy and he can't see that.
This is really exciting because this means that they will get to celebrate their 15th anniversary in Paris, except Byron explains that only 2 of them can go. Should have led with that.
The jeans. Training in jeans.
Yeah, this is
crazy
their
work.
their PE outfit.
Oh.
They always wear it when they're working out.
Her running
Jeans
form.
and t-shirt.
Chloe's
Yeah.
supposed to be the athletic one, isn't she?
Yeah.
The same montage. They're the only
The
ones
same
in there,
fucking
too.
shots. They just changed the
They
color.
changed the colors. They're using like Windows Movie Maker.
The hue
filter.
changer.
Yeah, the hue changer. I used
Like
to love the hue
the
changer.
editor said, I have 5 shots and a dream to fill up a whole minute of a
Honestly,
movie.
yeah. Shout out to the editors of these movies. An actual editor's nightmare.
If this is the level of their quality control, I feel like it's also an editor's dream.
This is true because it's just like you can do whatever the hell
You can
want.
do whatever and they will go, yeah, good enough.
Yeah, good enough is how they did approach these movies.
So the girls start fighting about who gets to go, and Yasmin brings up the fact that when they were babies and they were motorcycling around, she fell off her bike and they left her and the Tweevils like bullied her, and that is a wound that has not been healed, clearly.
I thought we were working together as a team.
my God.
Bunny Boo's right. All for one and one for all. So, Chloe, how about sharing some of your high-carb snack with us?
Oh my god!
All gone.
So they do multiple trials of physical activity around Stylesville for Byron to decide who are the 2 most worthy of being spies. And their final trial is a motorcycle race.
This is their pop stars outfits and sports outfits for like racing.
The racing sports
Dude.
outfits. Essential.
I wish I could do that shit. It's so crazy they just know how
They're
to do
doing
these
like
random
tricks.
things. Just so funny.
Oh no!
Oh, is it Yasmin again?
Just like what happened. Wow.
Get back on the trail! You're gonna fail your test!
And
Yasmin is a lot more important than some test. As much as we want to go to Paris and help you find out who's been poisoning Jean-Paul's models, we've made a decision. It's all of us or none of us. We're the Bratz pack. We work as a team.
I have one word to say to you then.
And then Byron's like, oh, well, actually, you passed the test. Yeah, welcome to Paris. I was just testing to see if you're a good team.
Oh my gosh.
What happens if we're just about to catch the evil criminal
Got a
and
hat.
we get poisoned? If I'm too young to be old, cool
Oh my God.
do not include pain beyond.
I love that
they
these
get
2
there?
fuckers are just always with them.
Yes.
Somehow, Dylan, friend of the Bratz, and Cameron, Chloe's situationship, also end up getting to go to Paris. I don't even know why they get to go. They didn't explain that at all.
Ladies, what do you think?
No offense, Byron, but passionate pink is so not your color.
Oh, don't be so sure. Ladies, here is your
I think he
own
wants to be
personal
them.
essential kit.
This was definitely during the era too of like being a spy was the coolest possible thing that you could be. So it makes sense why they did this.
it was the craze, the spy craze. Remember, like every single fucking show, every movie, everything that was for kids was like, what about if that person who was like a pop star was also a spy?
Yes, and they had gadgets that were catered to their specific aesthetic.
And we get to the boots. However, he's like, actually, we don't have time to explain the boots. So we don't know what the boots are for. Interesting. This is Jean-Paul. He is the designer whose models keep getting poisoned. His only model left, Nicole. Jean-Paul is crashing out because he has no models left, which is fair. Luckily, Byron shows up and is like, hey, I brought 2 more models. And Jean-Paul is very impressed with their walks. Spies, rock stars, models, they can do it all. Jean-Paul and Jade actually bond very well. Initially over their love of cats, but also because Jean-Paul is obsessed with Jade's style. So he asks her if she wants to be the lead model in his show. Nicole is like, she has no experience, what are you doing? Which is fair. By the way, the Tweevils and Berdine are also in Paris because they were eavesdropping on the whole situation. So they want to find out who is poisoning the models first so that Berdine can be the one to break the news. And then that would be really good PR for Your Thing magazine. So they're there as well, doing the same investigation.
The possible resumption of my life calls for a celebration.
Rockin'! We gotta work
Oh
this party.
my
Talk
God,
to
these
Jean-Paul's
outfits are
models,
my
get some
favorite.
Serious leads on suspects.
However, this party is where the main plot line of trying to figure out who is poisoning all of the models takes a seat in the very, very back. Almost forget that whole plot exists. The party is where we meet a very important character named Elamina, who has lore with Berdine because they were partners for the International Fashion Police.
Fashion police! Come out with hands up!
Mother of pink. I've been on a 6-month waiting list for those classic pink pumps.
Help! Help! Help me, please! Help me! Ah! Help!
And the looks at this party are some of the best ever. I would say maybe in my top 5 looks ever by anyone. Jade is now Jean-Paul's right hand and is just giving him a lot of affirmations that he's a really good fashion designer. Nicole and Cameron seem to have a romantic connection, which causes Chloe, who already has debilitating anxiety, to completely crash out publicly.
Chloe, are you okay?
Not her, like,
Who, me?
literally throwing
I'm fine.
daggers with
Better
her
than
look.
Fine, fine, fine.
Sasha was doing a really good job at the investigation by questioning people at the party. She didn't get a lot of information though. Then she does meet Cruz. So Sasha and Cruz now start this romantic situation as well.
Oh my God. Oh, I love this moment.
What the?
The screeching. This POV is crazy.
I know, what the hell?
I'm going to save you about 15 to 20 minutes of plot here. Sasha and Chloe are having boy problems. Chloe is having a sad walk in Europe about a boy. This is the second time this has happened to her. Sasha is scared of having a boyfriend. She cancels her date with Cruz. Cruz is pissed and goes on a date with Beyonce. And now things get interesting again when Yasmin comes back to the hotel. When she's trying to get through her writer's block, she sees the perp poisoning her water.
Oh, they were trying to poison her. Oh, they were.
Oh my God. It's Spider-Man. Oh, butter knife. Let's go.
Why did she have a butter knife? Did she take it? Did I just miss
Yeah,
it?
she just keeps it in her back pocket. Ooh, this is getting good. Oh. Oh my God. We're getting a fight scene?
Oh my God.
Oh. Girl.
All it took was Yasmin and her butter knife to reel me back into this movie.
Hey, someone lost a strand of hair.
Ew.
Byron, we've got a lead.
Girls, I
The
just
cuts
heard
are
from the lab.
quick.
The water was
I know.
incredibly poisoned. The fingerprints on
Flipping
the
up and down.
strand of hair belonged to Elamina.
Elamina?
Case closed, right?
And now an exclusive interview with the woman who broke this terrifying case,
Just
magazine
one
mogul
hair.
Virgin Maxwell. Ms. Maxwell,
Put her
did you
away.
know that Jean
Yeah.
Paul's models were being poisoned?
However, it turns out it wasn't Elamina. A twist. So now Jade is basically an unpaid intern of Jean Paul and gets a call from Nicole to go meet up with Jean Paul.
Oh no, what if Pretty Princess is right and Elamina is innocent and the sicko is still out there? What if you get poisoned and your bones age and you start shrinking?
Sometimes Chloe is anxious for no reason, and sometimes her anxiety may be intuition.
Nicole called, not
Uh-oh.
Jean Paul. Hello, Byron. We're headed for Jean Paul's. Jade may be in serious trouble.
Jade's just like, yeah, this looks normal. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh my god. No.
Yeah.
Whoa!
Yeah.
Oh my god, it's actually happening to her?
Something wrong.
Yeah.
Old girl.
Old girl.
This is what they're doing in the meantime, dude? She's literally gonna die?
Let's find her. Ding, 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 ding.
Bravo! One more time, Sasha.
This is actually so funny.
Hang tight. I'll get you out.
They took off a wall!
The fact that the thing that she's doing is aging them, that's a whole other can of worms.
Yeah. Lots to unpack there. Cook, girls.
Come on. Hurry up.
Jeez.
There they are. Hold on. We're coming.
This is honestly iconic. This whole end of this movie, just iconic.
You're running out of options. We'll see who's running out of options.
Those bitches
How
are
long
so
does it
slow.
take them to run to the
Like-
car? It's like 20 feet.
Why
Oh,
are
she's
they
pushing the
running so
car,
slow?
dude.
Yeah, off the hill.
Oh, now they can run past a car, but they couldn't catch up with her pulling those two girls.
Oh, she also did something to the brakes. What the fuck?
Jeez, she's real.
How did she manage to do all that? Yeah, girl. Yeah.
Oh my god.
This moment, dude.
Guys, hang on to me. Clip your shoes.
Oh, they're rockets. I was expecting them to be parachutes. Even better, we got rocket shoes.
I gotta pay my respects. This movie took us in so many different directions that I actually forgot about the boots. But it's not over yet. We still have Nicole to deal with. We get in this insane fight.
It's about time.
I've got the antidote! Excellent
thanks,
work,
dude.
girls.
Oh my god.
Oh, we're back at the sleepover.
Yeah. They're like, no, we have a better crib. Just
Oh,
saying.
it's just over.
Yeah. Bratz, the way that the shows and movies are written, it's like exactly how you play dolls when you're a kid. Like things just happen out of nowhere and they're just crazy and you throw the dolls around and they are weirdly violent.
That is so genius. I never even thought about that. Because in theory, if you watch this movie, you're like, what the hell did I just watch? I feel like I watched 10 movies and I lived 15 different lives. But also, that's the experience of playing with dolls. This was very entertaining. My brain would never be able to come up with half of the things they came up with this movie, which I really respect.
The outfits
Fantastic.
are so good. It's kind
Yeah.
of fucked up actually. Like I am shocked. Yeah.
Okay, that was a good start. That was a strong start. That's going to be hard to compete with.
I think so. Just because of how fun it is.
I'm not gonna lie, we had a lot of fun watching this movie. It was very chaotic and honestly more chaotic than usual with Bratz movies in a way that's kind of hard to describe. Then Lisa informed me that this was actually a collection of multiple episodes from the Bratz TV series, which makes way more sense. So they just combined multiple episodes of a TV show and made it into a movie. Honestly, Bratz movies are the cream of the crop when it comes to campy, fun sleepover movies. So a late stage Barbie movie we had never seen before with no nostalgic grip on us. Odds of Barbie winning this pretty low. In Barbie, a fashion fairy tale, Barbie plays Barbie in the movie. Rare occurrence in the Barbie movies. If you don't know, she usually plays a character. This movie exists in Barbie's reality. In the opening scene, she's acting in Princess and the Pea. However, the peas are evil zombies.
Hello.
Peace out.
Not peace out.
Barbie doesn't look happy.
I also do forget that the animals in the Barbie movies talk, which is really good for me personally.
Not only do they talk, but they have more of a love life and like more of a explicit love life than Barbie ever has.
Yeah.
It's the horniest animals around. It's crazy.
Barbie thinks this idea is trash, and she kindly tells the director she thinks it's trash, and then she does get fired.
You know that flapping thing you were doing with your mouth just then?
You mean expressing my opinion?
Ooh. Barbie getting fired is now all over the net.
It's all over the net.
And you know when things are all over the net, it's bad. It's even worse when she starts reading hate comments.
Always knew she'd go diva.
Not diva.
These hate comments actually do sound very accurate to what it sounds like when a woman is at the top of her game and then suddenly gets burned at the stake on the internet. Barbie's now considering quitting acting. Her besties, Teresa and Grace, say what I would say to a friend who is getting a lot of hate online. Hey, opinions of other people don't matter. But Barbie does have a good rebuttal.
Grace, what if people booed when you ran onto the soccer field? Teresa, what if people bit into your cupcakes and gagged?
Ooh. Then Barbie gets a call from Ken.
Things aren't right with us, and you know it. They haven't been for a while.
What?
And if you're smart, you'll forget I exist.
There's something off. Vibes are off.
First of all, it sounds like it's a recording because he's not responding to her, what she's saying. He's just kind of like reading as if it's like a script. And second of all, was that a threat at the end? If you're smart, you're gonna forget that I exist.
Unless Ken was kidnapped by aliens and one of them took over his body.
She's one of those friends that's like, actually, whenever a guy doesn't respond to you, it means that he just like, he can't deal with his emotions about how much he likes you. Yeah. Like, she's like one of those friends who will literally make you feel better about anything because she's just so delusional.
That's a true friend.
Yeah.
Grace takes Barbie's phone and blocks Ken on everything and tells her that they are going to get away so that Barbie can feel good about herself. I love this.
If I'm going to get away, I should get away. I just need to book a flight.
Okay.
Before they even get to planning, Barbie's like, why don't I go visit my Aunt Millicent, who is a famous fashion designer and owns a fashion house in Paris. Barbie's always looked up to Aunt Millicent. She's always been very successful, strong, and overall a baddie.
She's like, I don't need him. I'm going to Paris.
Girl, honestly, if I would have had so many unlimited resources like Barbie and Bratz do, where you just kind of go, I want to be a rock star, and in 4 hours you are, I think I also wouldn't give a fuck if someone broke up with me.
She really said, I don't care.
Yeah.
I am just going to book a flight to Paris and stay with my aunt who literally owns a fashion house there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would do the same thing.
Exactly.
She didn't even cry.
Oh, she's flying without her friends?
Yeah, following up on what Lisa said, I'm still mad that she didn't take her friends and she took her dog, who clearly she bought a seat for. Her friends came up with the idea to get away and she didn't even invite them.
Like, the dog's reclining in the chair.
I know.
The dog has the same eyeballs as Barbie.
That's the thing. You know, I think it's too human. Like, it makes you look kind of creepy.
It's like those dogs that people say they're like, there's like a zipper behind that dog's back.
Straight up. And it looks like it looks horrifying.
Something's off with that dog.
It's Ken.
It's Ken, yeah. I was going to say. Ken's locked inside of the dog's body. Wow. Paris is so purple.
Yeah, it's like, that's what it is in real life too.
While Barbie's whimsically walking in the rain in Paris, Ken is panicking in Malibu because Barbie is not responding to his texts.
They are, because she said they were on
Do not tell me that boy dumped Barbie for Raquel.
Oh!
Raquel?
That's Raquel?
Why does she have blue eyes too?
Raquel is a very iconic character in the BCU. She's Barbie's biggest op, and she's taken on multiple forms. However, her most iconic form is in Barbie's Life in the Dream House, which she looks a little similar to in this movie, but they gave her blue eyes for some reason. Why is everything having blue eyes in this movie? Please, the blue eye agenda has gone too far. So Raquel secretly recorded Ken rehearsing these lines, took his phone, called Barbie, and played the lines over. How could you want a man that bad to be that diabolical? Obviously, Ken is like, oh my God, what do I do? Grace tells Ken, you have to go to Paris. So he does.
Just take a $1,200 or even $2,400 flight today.
Yes.
Don't you have this chump change?
On her way to Aunt Millicent's, Barbie runs into Jacqueline, who runs the fashion house across from Aunt Millicent's. And she's also part of the reason Aunt Millicent is going out of business.
Barbie! Aunt Millicent!
Yes, unfortunately, she decided to sell the fashion house to a hot dog business. Nobody wants to buy her designs anymore because she's old.
Dated, washed up, irrelevant.
No!
If your audience doesn't like what you do, does it make sense to keep
parallels?
Even though Jacqueline has been stealing Aunt Millicent's designs for years, and Jacqueline is considered hip. Throughout the movie, Aunt Millicent is mostly focused on finding her new hobby or passion to replace fashion design, which I am never going to be a hater of someone trying to find a new hobby. However, this means she's kind of in the background of most of the movie, and Elise is kind of the person we're hanging out with for the majority of the movie, which I didn't expect.
Animals side quests as per usual. At least they're not animals of the same species of different genders.
Oh! There it is.
Dude, I jinxed it so hard.
Yes, we do have a pet romance plot between Sequin and Jacques.
That dog has eyebrows.
Oh my God.
She makes me want to design again.
He's also a designer.
He's a dog designer.
Elise explains to Barbie that when she started working at the fashion house, she started to feel very inspired. There's a magical aura to the fashion house. There's something to be unlocked. This is where the movie takes a turn in a direction neither of us expected. Elise starts talking about stories she started reading about the fashion house. I just imagine Elise having a very similar research experience as Bella when she's researching vampires in Twilight. So the ancient wardrobe is magical. Perfect.
Who's that? Fairies?
Fairies!
Flaries!
Oh.
We have flair!
The Flaries run and live inside the glitterizer, which is the ancient wardrobe. For hundreds of years, they've been doing this. Glitterizer, right? Yes. That is an ancient Greek term, I believe. The glitterizer basically just covers clothing in glitter and shine, which obviously makes it look better. So the fashion house is the source of the Flaries' power. So if the fashion house gets turned into a hot dog business, Flaries are going to be cooked. Ken, unfortunately, is grounded in Pittsburgh and there are no flights out to Paris, so he has to figure something out. All the while he's talking on the phone with Grace and Teresa, this child is bugging the living shit out of him.
Are you finished?
The Flaries confront Aunt Millicent to stop her from selling the fashion house.
To get out of the contract would cost a fortune. I'd have to design and sell a whole new fashion line to make that kind of money.
Millicent is not going to help with getting this fashion line done in 2 days. Fair enough. So it's up to Barbie, Elise, the Flaries, and of course, the animals, and they get to work.
Uh-oh, we got someone looking at the dress.
How about this?
Oh, it's a steal.
Oh my God, I knew it. Barbie, you should have, I don't know, looked at the market for 2 seconds, calculated the margins for 2 seconds. Girl, you got 2 days to collect the money. You can't do this.
I love this song. It's so Colby Calais. Was it Colby Calais?
I fuck with this wardrobe. That's what I like.
Me too.
The dresses are like prom dresses. Is that her old design?
These are from my very first fashion line.
Those slap, actually.
Oh, yeah, you already know. Melissa, she wasn't playing around.
She said Jean-Paul Gaultier, bitch.
Meanwhile, poor Ken is still struggling. He had to hitch a ride to a train. He fell asleep on the train. Then he missed his other train to get to his plane. And then he had to take a taxi. And then he ripped his pants. And everyone's laughing at him. But he finally made it to the airport. Jacqueline is spying on the girlies and sees the Flaries, and she decides, I'm going to kidnap them.
Another kidnapping involving fashion shows. Weird that it happened twice.
Oh my god, the parallels are paralleling.
I know, it's actually kind of crazy. And I didn't expect it.
Except there's no magic in the Bratz version, I think.
True, just like that weird potion that makes people really old.
Yeah, it's supposed to be science, girl.
Yeah, more science. This is more magic. That's more science-based.
She then makes the Flaries glitterize her dresses, even though the Flaries are like, hey, we cannot be glitterizing things like this. This is illegal, and this can have really bad consequences. Jacqueline's like, I don't care. Glitterize my dresses. Because Jacqueline, of course, has a fashion show on the same day that Elise and Barbie are having a fashion show at Millicent's. Barbie and Elise notice the Flaries are missing, and Aunt Millicent causes another ruckus and sees the designs they've worked on so far. Finally, Millicent offers to help with the designs after she sees that despite the odds being against her, Elise has been working and doing great work on her design. So Millicent is inspired.
They said, fuck them Flaries.
Yeah.
Who cares? They disappeared.
They don't even look for the Flaries. So the animals have to find them. The Flaries pizzazz the place up just in time for the fashion show.
I call it just rewards.
Just what?
Yeah, what?
Oh, they're getting stinky. Oh my god.
It would actually slap in real life. People would be talking about it for like years, being like, this is commentary on overconsumption in fashion. This is commentary on all of our clothes in those fields rotting away. Yada yada.
Everyone leaves and goes to Millicent's show because it's right across the street, so why not? And the girls put on a show.
It looks like a Stanley Tucci doll as a dog.
Oh my god.
Okay, girl. The hot dog just so pissed.
Oh, this one slaps. I think that was one of the designs that Millicent did.
Yeah, I think you're right. Take him away.
Oh my god, the iconic silhouette.
Ken shows up in his ripped pants.
They're gonna have to use glitter to cover up that hole. I told you.
No, they're gonna do it. Wait, you're right. You knew it.
Did I guess it correctly? You can't tell me nothing. Like, they filled the hole with glitter.
They did.
Just like clockwork, this lady buys everything and gives the check directly to the hot dog man. Barbie even gets offered a director role while she's riding in a magical carriage with Ken. This is karmic justice, baby.
That was a pretty good one.
Damn, girl.
Okay, guys, I'm not gonna lie to you. Lisa and I spent literally 40 minutes trying to decide which movie was better. We even got to a point where we thought, what if we didn't choose? But I just need you to know how hard this decision was for us, but we did. We did come to a conclusion.
On one hand, like I understand why kids would love the fashion in Barbie. Because it's like so sparkly and this is the only thing that you really care about when you're a kid. But in terms of fashion, Bratz is definitely like, it takes the cake because every single outfit they have, even when it's like those outfits that are from them hiking, the ones that they wore in the plane, like on the plane.
Yeah.
Even though they're crazy in terms of just the amount of accessories and everything, it's so well done. Oh, it's so hard to decide because I think that honestly, in terms of like how invested I was in the movie, it feels like I was more invested in this one. Just because it actually had a plot that was driving itself without being constantly like interrupted by random bullshit. But at the same time, like there's just such iconic moments in the Bratz movie, like when they're falling in that car and they zoom in on their aged faces. The Paris Bratz movie, it wasn't made to be a movie. You can really tell that it wasn't made to be a movie. There's no one plot or arc going on.
And then it's like it takes so long to actually get to them actually investigating. It like not until the end. They're not.
The last episode is like, so good that it makes you wanna give it the crown. Just because that fight with that French girl is so iconic and so crazy. The fact that
so good.
Is that called waterboarding somebody? Like when she literally like isn't that what she did?
She used multiple torture methods on
literally
them. And in terms of actually like sitting down to watch a movie, the Barbie one because it's more consistent in its entertainment. I just get distracted so easily during movies. Like, this movie was longer than the Bratz one, but there wasn't a moment where I was like, oh, I can't wait for this to be over.
Yeah.
Whereas the Bratz one, I was like, dang, I almost found myself checking like the time. I was like, wait, how much longer is this? Like, what are we doing? I think we're gonna go with the Barbie.
For this one, it's gonna be Barbie.
Surprised me.
Yeah.
It's surprising.
Because I thought this was gonna be boring as balls. I was expecting it to be boring.
Me too. Me too. I had really low expectations.
Yeah.
I think that is very fair. I don't know if people are going to disagree.
Anyway,
yeah,
this was
definitely
great.
Barbie for me and you.
Yeah.
But I'm very, very excited to watch Fashion Pixies. And a fairy secret.
Girl,
like, wow.
Yeah. Thank you so much for joining us. But the party is not over. Head over to Lisa's video. This is where we're going to do our part 2. If you have not watched it yet, get on it. Yeah, watching the fairy movies was genuinely so much fun. Had a blast. Lisa is absolutely fantastic. She has incredible videos on her channel. She has amazing deep dives where she spends, I feel like, years working on videos. And I just want to say that this was all possible because of Lisa. She came up with the ideas. She reached out to me. I am honored. This was all Lisa. So if you like this video, say thank you, Lisa, in the comments. If you don't like our choice, which I'm sure many of you won't, hey, that's okay. Love you all so much. Talk to you soon. Goodbye.